my tip top. And if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop.
Welcome to In the Vibe. You all know who this funkadelic, psychedelic guy host is.
That's right. I'm Bass P.
And I'm the super fly, down to earth, all the way to the moon. E-D-E-Z-E with a capital E.
My gosh, he's dropping that in. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Whoa, I'm happy.
Go bass. Here we go now. Woo! He's into it
I'm into it today. Guys,
all right, thank you. Everybody, give him a hand. All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Everybody, thank you for following us, and thank you so much.
Yes.
Right, and you know what you gotta do. You know the secret to our success and your enjoyment.
Right.
Subscribe.
That's
right
right
here. Press the subscribe button down here, right here. Also, don't forget to ring the bell so the ding ding, so it notifies you and lets you know when we post our new videos.
That's right.
So y'all in the house now with us in the vibe. Also, follow us on all our social media sites. Okay, such as
Twitter,
Instagram,
TikTok,
and also on our other channel, our music channel, especially this week. Go there, check it out. Later on, we'll be posting our video and our song. Work. No, hey. Yo, Joey, go out and buy that thing. Hey, go out there. Hey, yeah. You know.
We hope that you like it. We really tried our best with this.
Woo, this one is a fun one.
Exactly.
You're gonna like this one. Yeah. And we're gonna we can't wait to do the video for this.
The video's gonna be crazy.
Just
video's gonna be
crazy. Okay, anyways, you know what? Today I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, let's kick with the news. I want to kick it off with the news really quickly of the hip hop, what's happening in there, and then I want to get to I'm so excited about today's.
You were both excited. That's right. So the first one, what's going on
Academic. What is he up to, man?
There's this
my
DJ.
gosh, the DJ Academic. I can't believe what came out of his mouth.
So there's this DJ that's coming out saying that if you're, this rapper as you say you are, a legend, why aren't you, living a life,
where's your money?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And that you're dusty and rusty and you that you shouldn't be getting the credit that you have because you haven't succeeded in rap because you haven't got the money, but you know what?
So LL Cool J backfired.
He hollered back at him. He just said, I'll holler back at you, bitch. Okay, so anyways,
what did he say?
LL Cool J came out, and I agree with LL Cool J, right? And LL Cool J said, look, you know what? He didn't mention the name. He said that DJs recently had an interview, and he said that he claims that these old legends, these guys that contributed to history and the development of hip-hop music and rap music, that they are not dusty and rusty. These guys are legends. They should be respected. And I really agree with him because you know what? Because the one thing this academic guy, DJ, doesn't understand is that he wouldn't be a DJ if it wasn't for those legends that put him there.
Totally agree.
And this is why we do this show.
That's right.
Is to remind all of you people, academic, hey, why don't you come and check out our show and learn a little bit of history before you open your mouth.
Get some academics.
Homeboy, and learn. I bet you don't even have a degree, do you? You don't have a degree, do you? Call yourselves academic, right?
So, you
scratch records, dude. Okay? And you know what? You're mixing the same people you're dissing.
Yeah.
Okay? You're putting down the same people that you use their music to create your music.
Standing on the shoulders of giants. These are the pioneers of rap. Of course they weren't paid like they were now. Even basketball
they didn't have the opportunities you have now.
Exactly.
Right? They didn't have Spotify. They didn't have iTunes
access,
or
yeah.
any other access, Apple Tunes, Dizzler, TikTok,
Right.
Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah.
all these social media sites. They didn't have these platforms to promote themselves.
But you know
right?
what, Diz?
And you know what?
Yeah.
Guys like that, they're not standing on the shoulders of
Yeah,
giants.
I know. Yeah.
They're sliding off the shoulders of giants.
But
okay?
you know what, Diz? You know, that even opens up another issue. Maybe these earlier rappers, these pioneers, should have some sort of pension, some sort of union to, you know.
I think that's up to the hip hop community, right?
Mm-hmm.
They should say, okay, you know what? Let's start contributing
Right.
to a fund, right? Because I've seen this a lot. I've seen a lot of these big time rappers, and now they got this fund GoFundMe accounts,
yeah.
and they're trying to get their music, like their new music, trying to get that loaded, or somebody that they are helping to move forward. And you know, like these guys shouldn't be on these kind of things. These guys are legends. They should be like rolling in dough, right? But it's not all about the monies. Okay, so that's the one thing that I have to clarify, that I agree with LL Cool J. And you know, there were some comments that, you know, well, he can say that because he made a lot of money, right? It was obviously about money for him, right? No, he worked hard, right? He didn't just somebody didn't just roll up with a wheelbarrow and dump a bunch of money into his lap or into his account. He worked hard. Okay, he started at 15, 16 years old and started rapping and built his career. And then he just had a smart path. He had advisors. He had people that advised him intelligently. And he learned from other rappers what not to do, how not to sign contracts, and how to get, like, you know, all those other rappers before them that didn't know about the music industry, right? And did not know, couldn't afford lawyers at the time, right? All you young rappers, you know, you guys should be on your knees and thanking these guys, right? So I think you're right. I think that the hip hop community should create a account. So if you want to, you register onto this community, right, as an artist, and you should have a certain amount of music that you've contributed, right, and that you somehow have contributed to the hip hop music industry, and therefore then every artist should be putting some amount of money, like a tax collection type of thing,
exactly,
right? And then have a agency that controls it, like have an investment firm, right, a reputable one, okay, that can then put that money into investments and grow that as a retirement plan, a pension fund. Right? So that when rappers do retire and they're a little bit under, you know, they're not making the money for these older rappers, let's take care of them.
I think we should. I believe we should. And I think we need more support from you guys too.
I think LL Cool J, all these guys, he got the right idea. I think that this is guy I would like to sit down with and say, hey, let's create something. I thought you meant with academics. No. Academics, he needs to get a little academics, okay, before you start spouting out things that you shouldn't, right? Anyways, but that, young minds, you know, people are going to say, sometimes people say things that they don't mean. It might have came out wrong. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, right, at this, that's not exactly what he meant. If he did, right, I think he owes an apology.
Yes, I believe so too. Right? Because, I mean,
so,
just before you speak, just, you know,
think.
Yeah, exactly.
You know the thing that you have sitting on top of your shoulders, in between your shoulders, and on top of that neck? There's a thing called the brain. Use it. Okay? And,
because he'll get older too. Academics, you'll get older.
Hey, man.
And yourself. So don't
there's
think
two
like
things that never last. Money and youth.
Exactly.
Okay, these change rapidly, homeboy. Right? You're up now. You don't know where you're going to be in another 5-10 years.
So where will your legacy be? So you better watch it.
And then you're going to be the dusty, rusty guy that's another young guy talking about.
Exactly.
Right? So
let's go on, bro.
All right. So, you know what? I just wanted to talk about that today. That's done. But I want to get to our little spotlight here today. I've been waiting to do this one.
Yes,
we have both been waiting for this one. And you guys all know this, but we talk about her all the time.
That's true.
Almost every video.
This is the beautiful,
the talented, the incredible music producer, rapper, artist, singer, actress, and a businesswoman, entrepreneur. Y'all can keep going on.
Right.
This lady can sing soul, jazz, rap, you name it, right? And she can create beats, right? And she is a phenomenal actress, an Emmy, Grammy Award winning actress.
My gosh.
Right? You name it, she's done it.
Yeah.
Okay? And so the most incredible, talented, beautiful, incredible personality, and her name is Queen Latifah. Even her name, Latifah, is incredible, sensitive.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
This woman is so influential in both of our lives. I mean, this woman from, she wasn't the first female rapper, but this woman was the first female rapper to push it up to the stars.
They call her the queen of rap.
Yeah, exactly.
She is the queen. She's labeled as the queen of rap.
Exactly.
Right? And she is incredible.
So many hits, so many, even... And
she put out so many artists.
Right.
She gave opportunity. Naughty by Nature is signed under her label, Flavor Unit.
Yeah.
Right? And so she's like, wow.
Yeah.
Right? Flavor Records.
Exactly, Flavor Records.
Right?
There's Flavor Unit. She even added that into her stitch with Living Single, the TV show.
Yeah.
I mean, she just knew how to market herself.
She is incredible, man. Let's take her. Let's start from the beginning, right? And Queen Latifah, man, and a true queen in the sense of the kind of person she is.
Yes.
Right.
She was born on the 18th of March, 1970, in Newark, New Jersey, to Lance and Rita Owens, and her father was in the police services, and with her parents getting divorced when she was 8, she was raised by her mother in the Baptist faith. Yeah. Her mother was also a teacher and
an actress.
And an actress. Oh, she's beautiful
actress, singer, right? And she was a guidance counselor at school.
That's right.
So you can see this is where she gets that positivity is from her mother.
It was a catalyst for her career.
And so her mother played really strong.
Influential.
She had a really strong influence on her music career and on her life. Right. Yeah. She always supported her.
That's right.
And gave her the guidance. Yes. She's lucky. She had someone so intelligent.
That's true.
So incredibly amazing to guide her through her career. She was there, someone that was a parent that was there to support her, which a lot of other people didn't have kind of support.
At the time, back then.
So she also had an older brother, Lance. Okay, Lancelot. Actually, her father's name was Lancelot Owens.
Yeah.
Okay, so and her brother's name was Lancelot Jr.
Okay.
Owens, right? Yeah. He was also in the police service, and however, she was very close to him. They did everything together, and they were really tight, really tight. Yeah. They both like motorbike.
Yes,
right? They both like biking, riding bikes, right? And however, she was still quite young, so she was already making money from her career, and so she bought him a motorbike, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, he died on the same motorbike that she came, so she feels responsible. She felt responsible.
So to this day.
Yeah, even till now, she feels responsible for his death, which occurred in 1992.
Yeah,
right? And so... Wow,
it was really difficult.
The bond was really strong between them.
Exactly.
Right?
I think Latifah always planned that she would always live with her brother and her mother, but you just never know what happens in life. But it's just funny too in a way, because ever since then, the death, she just blew up to status with the album.
Well, she was very depressed first, though.
Right.
She fell into depression and she fell into use of alcohol and drugs. She admits that she did go through that little stint, right? Yeah. And however, she pulled herself out of it, and her mom, with the help of her mom and everybody else, friends, right? And so going back, she actually attended a Catholic school in Newark.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
And during her high school days, she was part of a girls' basketball team. She's awesome, actually, basketball player. She can shoot those 3-pointers.
She was a tomboy, but she always kept herself ladylike, which was still kind of regal.
But that's what makes her cool, man. Like, she's the kind of woman you can go out and have a good basketball game with, go to the gym, and really kick ass and have fun doing those active things. And then in the evening, she's a woman. She's elegant. She's talented. She's speaks incredible vocabulary,
Right.
incredible skills,
That's
and
right.
she's like an intelligent woman, right?
But it was the same because her
she
mom.
set a high bar.
She did because her mom always taught her like to listen to the news, get your interpretation of it. Just like with Tupac, read the newspaper. It's just amazing how having that intellectual basic foundation of grammar, of phrases, of structure.
Yeah.
Who'd have known?
She began rapping in high school.
Yeah,
right.
that's
And
right.
she formed her first group, ladies group. It was all ladies. It was called Ladies Fresh.
Ladies Fresh.
Right?
That's right.
And I remember those songs, right, from back then, right?
Yeah.
And when she was in her junior, she met with DJ Mark James.
Yep.
Okay.
Great DJ.
And so he then sort of produced her. Thought, wow, she's actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened was he formed a group named Flavor Unit.
Flavor Unit.
Right.
That's right.
And which Latifah was the original member of.
That's right. That's right.
And that's where she got Flavor Records.
That's right. That's right. And James made a demo record of Latifah's rap "Princess of the Posse."
Yeah.
And this recording caught the attention of Tommy Boy Music, the big label, who immediately signed Latifah.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't they, man? That song is awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Princess of Posse.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's let them hear that.
Let's do it, man.
So here's Princess of Posse.
Latifah did.
Baselines affect me when my rhymes direct me. Forgive the crowds, oh Lord, they know not why they sweat me.
Excellent, bro. I mean, great hits. She just had that flair and that control and everything. She just had
This woman can move,
Yes,
and she
exactly.
can dance, she can sing.
She
Oh
knows.
man, I'm telling you, this woman is talented.
Yes, yes.
She's an awesome storyteller.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
And then what happens
And
is,
so in
we're moving along
1988,
here, man.
in
We got so much to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
right? So-
In 1988, the music company Tommy Boy offered her first single, "Wrath of My Madness." The song got a positive response, and she got an opportunity of a European tour and to perform at the Apollo Theater. Apollo.
Yeah,
you
oh
know-
man, I would
Apollo's-
love to perform at the Apollo Theater. If you can make it in the Apollo Theater,
That's right.
You're pretty you
Make
pretty
it
much
anywhere.
made it everywhere.
Exactly.
Because when you get to the Apollo Theater and you perform as a comedian, as a singer, a dancer, an artist, and you perform at the Apollo,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, exactly.
you've reached the pinnacle of success.
That's right. And in 1989, when she was 19 years old, Latifah released her first album, All Hail to the Queen.
Oh, this was man, this was incredible. This was it.
Which went to
Right.
sell more than 1 million copies, and that year she appeared as a referee for the UK label Music of Life album. In 1989, the Hustlers Convention.
Yep, and you gotta remember, 1 million copies at that time.
That's right.
Was a lot of sales. That was huge.
That's
Even
right.
today, that's huge.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Right.
even back then when she, the thing was she wasn't like those sexy, I know
She
you
was.
said she was,
No,
but you know what I mean.
no,
You know what I
no.
mean. The
She was-
stereotypically,
but you know what?
You know what I mean.
It's all in the eyes, bro. Right, and it's how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
Right. She was a little bit heavier, but you know what? She carried herself like great with grace. She carried she could like the slang. She can dance. I'm telling you, like she's incredible. Okay.
I remember my first hit with that album, "Ladies First."
Yeah.
That was the best song I ever heard from coming out from Ladies. It's like, ooh, ladies first, ladies first, and then it brought out "Lonely Love."
Yeah.
Which we're going to talk about later in a future episode, Lonely Love. But I mean, this was just amazing how she was singing, like you said, and rapping and putting everything together. She said she loved singing first. That was her first thing. But rapper was like her emotional outlet. So it was beautiful. So
yeah. She invested her own money into a small video store on her ground floor of the apartment where she was living, right? Which she later converted into a studio, right? And turned it into a record label, right? Called Flavor Unit Records and Management Company in New Jersey,
was so
right?
young.
And
That's amazing,
and then in partnership with her old friend Shaquem,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And she became the CEO of this company.
21 years old.
21 years old. She was like the CEO of a company.
My gosh.
And this company,
Business savvy,
in that same year, right? She tried her hand at acting. That was the same year she conquered the music industry. She's got her own record label.
Yeah.
She's signing acts to it, right? And by now, like she had already 17 rap groups.
Yeah, Naughty by Nature.
Naughty by Nature, man. They took her to another level. But before all of that, right, and during that time, actually at the same time, she was already in a debut in an interracial romance drama called Jungle Fever.
I remember that movie.
Right?
That was a great.
That was used in every other movie after that. There's a little bit of jungle love, right?
But that small part she was in, I mean, people just saw her acting chops in it, and that's what actually led her on to Living Single, the TV show.
Yep.
So also in 1992, she appeared in the crime thriller Juice.
Juice, oh man, that was good. That was awesome.
Exactly.
If you haven't seen the movie Juice, check it out, man. You got to see it. Even Jungle Fever is really actually an awesome movie as well.
Yes.
Right? And correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Wasn't Jungle Fever produced or directed by, written and directed by Spike Lee?
I believe so. Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So,
Exactly.
Yeah. And so then she grabbed a leading role in one of the best sitcoms I think ever. One of the best. Living Single.
Living Single. Ooh, and in the 90s kind of world, I'm glad I got my girl. Keep your head up, love. Keep your head up. That's right. Whenever it's tough to fight, you gotta fight. With my homegirl sitting to my left hand, my right, true blue. It's acting like glue. Oh my
man,
gosh.
yeah.
My
This
gosh.
comedy was off the hook.
Yes.
If you have not seen it, go back,
Gotta
check
see
out
it.
some mainstream. Check out these old singles.
Yeah.
This is actually funnier.
Yes.
Right? Oh wait.
I say good.
If you're African American, this was the show to watch. This really highlighted and showed the positivity of African Americans being successful and making it through their life. Not just African American men or like just African American, but African American women being successful. Yeah. This was one of the first shows where they showed all African American cast, and also. They had other other actors, recurring actors of other actors from other cultures and everything. But Living Single was the first show to really show like positivity in African American culture, but that it doesn't the book, don't judge a book by its cover, right? And they dealt with some serious issues.
A lot of hard topics, serious topics.
Things that at that time, even now, that are now very prominent, and we're sort of gone backwards in history here a bit, right? So this show can actually relate to what's happening now.
Exactly. And I'm going to say this because I know everybody likes Friends and everything. First of all, the writers from Living Single went to Friends to get more money, and they used the same plot and everything and pushed it to Friends. Friends is boring to me. I don't care what y'all say. Friends is boring. Living Single was more deep, more detailed, and I will stay Living Single fan forever.
That's why some of
I can't even laugh at one episode.
That's why when you watch some of the Friends episodes, they don't make sense for that group of people.
It's just.
So like, there's some episodes that you just go, what? Wait, how does that relate to them, right? You can understand. You can see, so Living Single is an awesome. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Right, Queen Latifah is awesome.
Exactly.
There's so many of the actresses on Queen Latifah on that show, Living Color, that became very successful after that.
That's right.
And it's an amazing show. I think LL Cool J was on Living Color as well. A lot of the other rappers came through. Naughty by Nature.
Heavy D came. Morris Chestnut. Lots of actors. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, by 1993, her record company signed, like you said, about 17 rap groups. One of these groups were Naughty by Nature.
Hey,
very successful.
Hey,
That's right. And in the same year, this company released album Black Rain, and the album was a big hit. I mean, this was the one that had the Just Another Day Living in the Hood, Just Another Day about the rain.
There's nothing
today. Yeah, and
feeling
what's
good today.
what's that other hit?
Today.
U.N.I.T.Y. U.N.I.T.Y. That's for unity. U.N.I.T.Y. The black and with the bub. I don't remember.
Oh man,
You know what?
that is good. Wait. You know what? You gotta hear this. This is the first. I want to play
Yes.
U.N.I.T.Y.
That's right.
And then I want to play
Just another day.
Just Another Day. Just another day. Just another day. Around the hood.
It's so catchy. So catchy.
Around the hood. Just another day. So check this out, right? Bang!
I don't be getting mad when we playing, it's cool. But don't you be calling me out my name. I bring rap to those who disrespect me. Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Can't go wrong. I feel strong and the flavor's good.
Man.
Oh man.
I will never get tired. I will
never get tired.
ever.
See, this is what happens. This is what happens. When you have some good music,
Yeah.
you can never get tired of listening to that
That's
music.
right, that's
you can
right.
listen to it over and over
Yeah.
again. And it takes you on a bit of a nostalgic ride.
Yeah, it's great.
Right?
Gives you good memories, man. And I mean, her singing was just fantastic.
Another day in the neighborhood. Right?
So
anyway, so then
the next year, after 1993, she portrayed a lesbian bank robber in the movie Set It Off. But I think that was more in 1996, if I remember.
I don't know, that was more
maybe?
90s.
Was
yeah,
it 96?
95, 96, around
Maybe
that time.
around that time.
Yeah. So Set It Off, man, and this co-starred with Jada Smith and
Vivica A. Fox.
Vivica A. Fox, right?
Yeah.
Man, this was a good movie.
Great movie.
And who was the guy? It wasn't Denzel Washington. It was,
No,
what's his
it was
name? Blair Underwood.
Blair Underwood. There you
right?
go.
And the songs in the movie are good. The
Yeah,
background songs, which she did. She actually did the track for it, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so awesome video, awesome movie. If you haven't seen Set It Off, watch it. Power.
You have to.
It's
You
a
have to.
power movie,
It's
right?
really good.
Okay.
It again expanded her acting chops. Again,
Yeah.
it's just fantastic. And 2 years later, in 1998, she worked in the comedy movie Living Out Loud.
Yeah.
And this year, she, along with Rose Smith, co-produced and released her fourth hip-hop album,
Order in the Court.
Yes.
Right? Another really good movie. And then when she was really starting to blossom because she was being recognized not only in the music industry but also in the acting industry. Everybody wanted to work with her, right? And so in 1999, she was in a movie with Angelina Jolie and
Denzel Washington. That's a great movie too.
Denzel.
You gotta have some Denzel. The Bone Collector.
Yeah, in the movie Bone Collector.
That's right.
And wow, that was a good movie because
Denzel
plays. I think Denzel is an incredible actor all the way around.
Because he gives it all. He gives all himself. He
and
doesn't try
by the
to
way, Denzel and Queen Latifah, they're actually really good friends.
Oh yeah, I believe that definitely.
And
so her musical film Chicago, which was released in 2002, was a huge hit. If you haven't heard Chicago, if you have time,
it's a musical.
Yeah, it's a musical. This is true.
And this is a really good hit. It was a huge hit.
Yeah, she was nominated for an Oscar. Catherine Zeta-Jones, her co-actor. Yeah, got it. But she was happy nonetheless. Exactly.
But still being nominated is a big thing as well, right? They don't just nominate anybody for that.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
And then her romantic comedy, Bringing Down the House,
That's a funny,
released in Steve Martin.
That's right.
Steve Martin, right? You gotta watch this. This is like Steve Martin, and Steve Martin loved working with her.
Yeah,
he said it was one of the best things.
Mama.
Yeah. Anyways, so that was released in 2003.
That's right. Yeah.
And it was a box office success. Anything with Steve Martin.
That's true.
When you're acting with like Angelina Jolie, you're Denzel Washington.
That's true. Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, man, you are like. You're at a different level at that point.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean...
And she was actually, I think, one of the first rappers that successfully... Okay, actually, no. What's his name? Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Will Smith,
women.
but from rappers.
Yeah.
That Will Smith and Queen Latifah were, I think, the first two rappers to successfully transfer from a music industry and conquered it, and then
you're right.
conquered the
Yeah.
film and
Yeah.
movie and TV and film industry as well.
I don't remember another female rapper.
Or an actor, or a singer,
Yeah,
male rapper
yeah, you're right.
that can like
true.
changed over, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Ludacris, but only
but
in
that is
some
in one, yeah.
Fast and Furious and stuff.
The
right?
90s was really Queen.
Yeah,
Queen
but
and
Queen,
yeah.
but like it's this is incredible. Like,
Yeah.
you know, she was at that time. She was like the beginning,
Her own
end of the
label, her own
'90s, end of
show.
the '90s, beginning of 2000s,
Yeah.
right? She was on top of it. She was everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And she was also recorded the soundtrack for Bringing Down the House.
That's right. Do your
Okay,
thing.
do your thing, do your thing. Okay. Anyways, so funny. She is so funny in that, right?
Yeah.
Thereafter, she played both lead and supporting roles in many of the films, which received box office success as well, which included such films as Scary Movie 3, Barbershop 2,
Love that,
and Back in Business, and what was that? Kung Fu. Right. So I haven't seen Kung Fu, but I've seen the other ones are awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Excellent. I mean, she just kept going, and you think that stopped her?
No,
that didn't stop her at all. I mean,
no.
She went.
But it kind of her career went a little bit sideways because she took on some of the comedy films, right? And she released the movie Taxi, which I loved, by the way.
Yes.
I thought it was good, but it didn't have the same success. With Jimmy Fallon.
Yes, it was.
Right,
Yeah.
and it didn't have the same success as the other movies that we mentioned previously.
So
right?
it shifted her focus primarily back to singing, soul music, and jazz standards. In 2004, she released her soul jazz standards, the Dana Owens album.
Yep, it was actually named after her real name, Dana Owens,
Yes,
right?
nice
So
name,
that was kind of good. That was good because she stepped out of the Queen Latifah and went into the more jazz. And so,
Always loved
and
her
she can
singing.
sing, man.
Always
She's
loved her
got
singing.
like wicked singing vocals.
Even if
right?
she just had a singing album.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh. yeah. After 2 years of lull, the period 2005 to 2006 proved fruitful for her. Her performance in 2005 released Beauty Shop.
Yeah.
The kind of a segue from
Barbershop
Barbershop 2, thank you. Well, it was appreciated. Even her voiceover work in the hit animated Ice Age, I remember her.
Yeah,
She was
the
that
Meltdown.
Mammoth.
She was the mammoth.
Yes.
Right? She was the mother mammoth.
That's right, that's right.
With Ray Romano.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And
Very cool.
but that was in 2006.
Yes.
Wow, can you believe that was already 2006, man?
Dude.
And so,
man.
right? And that was just absolutely blew up, okay? Because all the Ice Age movies were really popular, right?
That's right.
And so this just added to her career, added to her resume.
Yeah.
She also appeared in a romantic with LL Cool J, Last Holiday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That is, it is, if you haven't seen it, my gosh, you're going to love this show. This is an incredible, it was very much appreciated and also accepted by everybody. These are the kind of movies she should be doing.
What I just love about her,
she's very flexible.
Yeah, bro. You know, she's so comfortable in her skin, though. Like you said, she's kind of heavy set, but she don't care. And because she don't care, I don't care, and that's why I like her even more.
No, but you know what? It's not just about her weight or her body tone, right? And the type she has. It's the way she carries herself, man.
Yeah.
Confident.
Yeah.
Talented.
Right.
Graceful. Intellectual.
Yeah.
Right. And comedy. She's like funny.
Yeah.
Right. And she you have like everything in one package.
That's right, man.
Right. That's the incredible part about that. Right. Let's move on to 2007 because there's still so much more we can talk about her. Right. We can go we can do about 2 episodes just on Queen Latifah.
That's right. In 2007, she again delighted the fans with her musical talent. She appeared in Hairspray with John Travolta.
There you go, right?
She opened the famed Hollywood Bowl in LA with a live jazz concert.
Yeah.
She performed new arrangements of standards, including classic California Dreamin'.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
Later, she released her album Traveling Light.
Yeah.
And this album was nominated for Grammy Awards in Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album category.
Yeah.
And she was portrayed in an HIV positive woman in life support.
Life support.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the movie, Life Support is awesome, man.
Yeah.
And but really, don't just listen to her rap albums. Go listen to her jazz albums as well, right?
Fantastic, man.
Traveling Twilight is awesome.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And but her performance, I saw it on TV, Hollywood Bowl in LA.
Yeah.
That's Apollo is in New York. Hollywood Bowl as a musician to perform in there, like as a jazz or as a concert pianist or concert violinist. This is where the big names perform in here. If you perform there, it's outdoors, everything, right? And it's incredible sound, right? Anyway, so that's a highlight, huge highlight, right?
Fantastic. And she kept going, you know. In that same year, she diversified her career with venturing into production with the film The Perfect Holiday. She also acted in this movie, and her crime thriller Mad Money, released in 2008, did not receive great response.
But it's a good movie though, right? But what made up for it is that the following year she did even a much stronger performance, and in The Secret Life of Bees.
Yeah.
Right? This is like, I can't say enough about her performance and her acting, right?
Yeah.
The movie is incredible. It was
Yeah.
actually originally a book, right? And a novelle, and then later turned into a movie, right? Amazing. I think it was actually produced by Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah, I mean, she had a great relationship with her as well.
I think.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'll check on that. Double check on that.
Yeah. In 2011, you know, saw her singing "Who Can I Turn To" with a duet with Tony Bennett for his album.
Man, yeah.
Tony Bennett's one of the greatest. Is still alive today, I think.
Yeah.
Right? So, for 3 years, from 1999 to 2001, she hosted a daytime talk show, The Queen Latifah Show.
It didn't really do well in 2001.
That's
okay,
right.
Between 2000 or 1999 and 2001, it didn't do that well. There wasn't. It wasn't really. It didn't pick up, right? But then they relaunched it again.
Yes.
Which aired in The Queen Latifah Show, which aired in 2013.
Yeah.
It had somewhat kind of a success, but again, very minimal, right? And so, because at that time, there was too many talk shows.
There were.
Right? Yeah, she was competing against Ellen and a couple of other daytime shows, right? And so, but during that same year, she hosted a lot of the awards ceremonies, and so she's been everywhere.
She has been.
Right? So,
and in 2015, she gave a powerful performance in Bessie. She portrayed legendary singer Bessie Smith in this HBO film. She received an Emmy and a Golden Globe nomination.
Yeah.
And I remember that movie. I mean, she let it all out.
Oh,
that's all I can say the least.
She is incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, like we said, like this woman is just over the top.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
She's now served. She even serves as. This is what we're talking about, the beauty part of her, and so she serves as a spokesperson for CoverGirl Cosmetics, and she even has her own cosmetic line with CoverGirl, okay, which is called the Queen Collection.
No, this is such an influence, man. I mean,
so I want to just say, you know what? She's done so much. She's incredible. She's just achieved so much in her lifetime and so many awards, right? And so just a quick thing about her name, Queen Latifah. A lot of people wonder where the word Latifah is an Arabic word, right? Which means delicate and sensitive, which actually describes her perfect.
Yeah, that's true. That's a great.
And she was given that name by her cousin because he thought she was a very delicate and very sensitive person.
Yeah.
And so he started calling her Latifah, and then her mom said that all women are queens.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to represent queens, like not the city, but the queens, the women, all women. So she wanted all women to be delicate and sensitive, and therefore, and seen as delicate and sensitive, right? But strong.
Yeah.
And so that's why the queen is the strong part, being a leader, being a powerful woman.
Yeah.
And Latifah also being delicate and sensitive. Yeah. So that's where she got the name Queen Latifah.
Exactly. You just never know.
What an incredible story. Right? So,
you know, who would have known her life would have turned out this way? I mean, but she's such an influence. And for you young ones, and I always keep going back to you young ones, if you don't know this lady, if you do not know this lady,
I don't know if that they don't know this lady.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
She came from humble backgrounds,
you know.
Right? She started briefly worked at Burger King, right? And you know, she went through all her ups and downs as well, right? And
But
you
she
know,
has
after her
such a
brother's
huge-
accident,
Yeah.
right? She went through a lot of trials
and
in her life
tribulations,
and
yeah.
trials and tribulations. Thank
Yeah.
you, right? Where she's seen a lot of death, right?
Yeah.
Like her brother dying. He
Right.
was a police officer, as we mentioned, right?
Yeah.
She fell into depression and started doing drug abuse, and then she recovered from that. And then later, when she recovered from that in 1995,
Mm-hmm.
right? Her car, she was a victim of carjacking, where her actually, some say it was her boyfriend, but I think at the time he was actually her chauffeur, right? His name was Sean Moons,
Yeah.
okay, and he got shot
Yeah.
in front of her,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then 1996, she was arrested for assaulting a photographer, right? Later that same year, she was arrested for carrying a unregistered pistol, loaded gun, and with some marijuana.
Well, you know, the pistol, I understand because she was probably paranoid. Everybody was trying to come and shoot her.
Well, at that time,
you know.
it's and this goes back to what last time when we talked about P&B,
Yeah.
right, getting shot, because you know
Yeah.
when you get to a certain level, and she drives nice cars and she likes her motorcycle, but she doesn't dress up like, she doesn't wear jewelry like every these
Flashy,
rappers and
yeah.
flashy and stuff like that. But still, she got carjacked.
Yeah,
Right,
that's true.
and you know she was just with the guy and got shot, right?
exactly.
And that could be traumatic because it was her like, bodyguard and her like, so she went on and became very successful, overcame all of that. This is a great example. This is why I like her. This is a great example of overcoming hardship,
yeah, yeah,
keeping your faith in God.
Yeah.
Because she's very religious.
That's right.
And then conquering all your demons and coming out there and being successful. This is the story of coming from nowhere,
That's right.
going through tough times, and then becoming a wonderful, incredible entrepreneur, personal humanitarian, artist, actor, producer, everything,
So on.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so.
I mean, we just want to thank you, Queen.
We want to thank you.
Send our kudos to
You have
you.
influenced us so
Yeah.
much. You've given so much to the music industry,
Yeah.
to the entertainment industry, right? Thank you for all the love you show people and all the people around you, right?
Definitely.
And to you and your family, right? And to your partners, you and your partner's son.
Yeah.
I know you like to keep your life private. We're not going to mention their names out of respect.
Yes.
Okay, but you are an incredible woman, and the
And
moment you
are.
came out onto the scene, I remember listening to your first song, and then boom, I was hooked on you as a person.
Yeah.
Okay, then I saw your interviews, read about you, everything, and God, now I'm sounding a bit stockish. Right? So, anyways,
You are
love
always, yes, we love
so
you.
much,
You
right?
will always be
are-
a pillar of rap music, hip hop to us because you have paved the way for so many people, even with us. So
Yeah.
we
One
thank
last
you.
thing I want to
Yeah.
mention.
Yeah.
Watch her TV series. If you haven't
That's
seen
right.
it, called The Equalizer.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington did The Equalizer, the movie,
Yes.
and she loved the movie when she was a young kid or young child. When
Yeah.
she watched the TV series called The Equalizer, she always wanted to be like that, and now she had the opportunity. She actually does all her own stunts.
Wow.
She worked hard to learn how to fight and self-defense, and so she does all of that, shooting guns, all that. She learned all that. So you know when, man, this lady just keeps developing herself.
She never
Right?
stops.
No,
though.
and
she
she's
never
not.
stops.
She's gonna. These are the kind of people that are going to be around for a long time, and
Yeah.
they're not just going to be just regular, superstars. They're legends. She's a legend in her own time.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
And I just cannot praise this woman more. And like it's just. She is heaven sent. She is
Yes.
heaven sent to
We were
this
really happy
world.
to talk about this one.
You are the kind of person that makes a difference in this world for people like us.
Yes.
Okay, and you've encouraged us and driven us to become successful as well. So
Exactly.
we look up to you,
Yeah.
right, and respect
salute
you. And yes, you deserve a two-hand salute.
Exactly.
All right,
Great,
so
fantastic.
great,
Love this
great. Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this one. Thank you for joining us, right?
Yes. Oh.
And guess what?
Guess what, bro?
Guess what?
Is
Is
that-
it that time?
is that
Is that
time?
Hey, is it that time?
It's that time.
People, it's that time.
that time.
It's time for the
Top 10 hits.
top 10 hits.
Came back with 50 smalls, sent half from home and bless my dog. Versace's on, I'm Johnny Cage. Been that nigga before the
bitch, I'm sass. I just read up G-Wagon. Put a meal ticket on the trash. Put gold vanilla on the bar. You wanna fuck in the car?
Niggas, I thought I was cool with a scheming, but they wanna jab me in public. I'm starting to think that I'm underwear.
I said don't come on Insta, come in 556s. You been a bitch, but since that BP hit, you think
Pressure right now, yeah, this shit got me lit. I know they like high after 7, that boy come back so
Smoking chemicals back to back, this shit getting critical, what a strap. I'm trying to keep my head on track, they trying to knock it from off the map.
Even in my head, I see a line, but real shit, if it ain't your time, it ain't your time. I know niggas that got shot like
with the sauce. You switch out on me, must be lost. Hate to be cold at the boss.
just jury actually, and she say my number to daddy. Used to do field trips up to Gaddy's. Used to
wow,
bro.
Man,
I mean,
like I said, the competition is getting bigger and stronger.
We're coming up.
And we're coming up.
We're gonna come up.
You guys are gonna watch. We'll be on one of our own top 10 hit list.
Exactly.
Right? So help us get there. Okay.
Yes.
Once again, our new song, "Work," has just been released Friday. Remember this day, 2022. Woo! Right, thank you for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe, right, and ring that bell to let you notify you, and Jeff, don't forget to leave some comments down below. Let us know how you feel. Show us the love and press the like buttons.
That's right.
Okay, right there. Okay, so press the like button. Right. Once again, thank you for joining us with another episode of In the Vibe. Peace, love, respect.